Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss with you very important topic in manufacturing. This is called value stream map. There is a statement by Henry Ford. Before we go into the improvement activities, we have to understand the current status. So value stream mapping is one of the major tool which we can use to understand, identify the organization current status. Actually, if we think value stream map, we can draw for the manufacturing environment. If we critically analyze, we can draw the value stream mapping for the service sector and any other organization also. So I'm going to explain you how to draw the value stream mapping. It's mainly focused by the manufacturing sector. Right. Now you can see some very attractive picture, view from 30,000 feet above. So we have to understand value stream map is like a macro analysis. That means when we go to the 30,000 feet above from the earth level, then how we can see the earth, how we can see our organization, how it connect with the suppliers, how it connect with the customers. Okay, that is the view which we can take from the value stream mapping. So it is important to little bit discuss about the difference between process mapping and value stream map. You can see here, all things included. When we go into the value stream mapping, okay, it is actually big picture. So all linked processes illustrate problems with material and information flow. So we have to understand when we draw the value stream mapping, there are two parts we have to address. One is material flow. The second one is information flow. Holistic view of system flow from the customer's perspective. In everywhere, when we draw the value stream map, we consider the customer point of view, customer expectations. Why we want to draw the value stream map? Okay, that is also you can see here. Conceptual improvement versus sub-optimization. Identifies where to start the create a roadmap for improvement. That's why I told that Henry Ford statement. So if you want to create the roadmap for improvement, first we have to understand the current status. So we have to draw the value stream. When we draw the value stream map, early in problem investigation. So when we draw the value stream map, we are going to understand the problem. We are going to understand the current status. So we have to draw its early in problem investigation. Now, when we talk about the process mapping, it is some kind of micro-analysis, detailed series of tasks to accomplish an operation. Breaks down a process in a greater detail, concentrate on a single process from the worker's perspective. When we draw the VSM, it's the point of view of the customer perspective, but process mapping is the worker's perspective. Why we want to draw the process map? Identify the tactical improvement to the process. So any other word I can use. So value stream map, it is like a strategic thing. When we come into the process mapping, it is like a tactical thing. So when we want to draw the process map to analyze a point of concern on the VSM to create standardized work. So I think now you can understand what are the differences between value stream map and process map. So what is value stream map? A value stream is the series of all the activities creating a flow of value to the customer. That means from the supplier to customer through our all the processes. When we link all these things, that is called value stream map. That is the simple definition for value stream map. So now you can see some picture about the value stream map. Okay, I'll just explain customer here, then the production control unit in our organization, in here supplier, then how material flow happen from supplier to the customers. So this area is our process flow. So every process step, under that process, there is a what is called that data box. Okay. So under the data box, you can see the timeline. Okay. So there are some information flow, the manual information is also here. Then this is called automatic, if not electronic signals also there. So you can understand there is a material flow as well as there is a information flow. So as we previously discussed, value stream map address information flow as well as the process material flow also. So when we talk about the VSM thinking, okay, so there are few points we have to go through. VSM thinking, view business as value stream. So we view all the business as a value stream. Identify the customer-supplier relationship through the value stream. Focus to reduce and eliminate wastages in value stream. Lead improvement efforts through the value stream. Effect the perfection through several value chains. That means when we draw the value stream map, that is the current value stream map. So after observe properly that current value stream map, we have to identify the improvement opportunities and we have to draw the future value stream map also. So future value stream map, when we draw, that is like a dream. So when we achieve that future value stream map after 1 year or 2 year time period, then that future value stream map will become as a at that time current value stream. Then we have to draw the next future value stream map. So likewise, this is a value chain. So we can reach to the perfection through several, that means after we completed several future value stream mapping also. Okay, so because of that, I would expect the perfection through several value chains. Okay, right. How we can draw value stream map? Okay, that is the very important topic. Okay. Now we have some idea about the value stream map. Now we have to learn how to draw the value stream map. Okay. So before we draw the value stream map, there are special symbols we are using to draw the value stream map. So we have little understanding about the symbols. So now I'm going to introduce those symbols to you. You can see the first one. This is customer supplier icon. If you want to show customer or supplier in the value stream mapping, so we are using this symbol. The second one is process flow icon. It is called dedicated process flow icon. So when we draw the value stream map, if we want to show the process, we are using this rectangle. So as example, if we are going to talk about the showing department, we have to draw this kind of rectangle. Then we can write down the process name in here. Process name in here. Solving process. Solving process. Likewise. Okay. So this is also process icon, but it is little bit differ from this icon. It is called shared process icon. So shared process icon means if we explain this process in other value stream map in the organization. So that means already we have discussed this process. So when we draw the value stream map in here, so we have to highlight that process shared in a different location. So because of that, we are using this, what is called that, it is called shared process cycle. There is a little difference from here and here. Okay, this hatch lines also there. Then the fourth symbol is data box. When we draw the value stream map, under every process flow icon, we have to put the data box. Inside the data box, there are some information. CT mean cycle time, CO mean change over time. So any other informations based on your requirement, you can put inside the data box. But we have to keep in our mind cycle time and change over time is must, because we are going to draw the timeline also. So other than that, any other information data according to your understanding, if it is anything important, then you can put in here. So this is called work cell icon. Work cell icon mean if we want to show somewhere we work as a cell. That mean okay, 2-3 machines we set up. That 2-3 machines doing some product, producing some product and catering into the other all lines. So this is act as a centralized process or something. So we can use this symbol and we can illustrate the work cell also. Work cell also. Now we know about the 5 symbols: customer supplier icon, dedicated process flow icon, shared process icon, data box, and work cell icon. Right. We'll move to the next part. This is actually we used to illustrate the WI inventory. This is called inventory icon. There are 2 icons, but most of the time we are using that triangle. Most of the time we are using that triangle. We are using that triangle. Okay. So the next item is shipment icon. Shipment icon means when we draw the process flow icon. Okay, this is one process flow icon. This is the another process flow icon. So we have to connect. We have to move from this process icon to this. So then we can use this kind of arrow. So this is called the shipment icon. This is also shipment icon, but it is little bit different. It's called push arrow icon. So when we draw the value stream map from process 1 to process 2, if there is a push happening, so we have to use this icon. So when we draw the current value stream map in first time, most of the time the shipment arrow we have to replace from the push arrow, because everywhere we can identify the inventories WIPs. So inventories WIPs in front of the process mean there is a push happen from the previous process. That's also we have to keep in our mind. Then this is called supermarket icon. So when we draw the future value stream map, if there is a push arrow, we have to convert that push thing into the pull system. So we have to convert push to pull. We have to convert, I am typing here, push to pull. So when we convert push to pull, definitely we have to use the supermarket icon. So if I explain a little bit furthermore, you just think this is one process, this is another process. So we have to set up the pull system rather than the push system. Then we have to put the what is called that supermarket in the supermarket icon. We have to put the supermarket. So next item you can see that is material full icon. So if we take material from supermarket, we can draw this icon like this, material full. So when we fill the supermarket also, we can use this icon like this. So that is called material full icon. Right, now we are moving to the next slide. This is called first in, first out lane icon. So if you want to show anywhere, whatever the first in material need to be out first, then we have to draw this icon. Then everyone know in that process happen in, first out. This is called safety stock icon. This is not equal to the supermarket. Okay, according to the management decision, if we want to keep some safety stock, as example, when we talk about the apparel manufacturing, if we want to make 100 collars and we have to keep it is into the in nearest place of the collar attaching to continue the process without break, then we have to keep this kind of safety stocks. So we can denote safety stock by using this symbol. This is actually lorry icon. It is called external shipment icon. As example, from supplier to customer, from our forward department forwarding to the customer. So internally, the cut panels coming from the separate organization. If we are moving cut panel into the embroidery or embellishment, if there is an external transportation happen, then we have to use this lorry icon to show that external shipments. Okay, right. This is called production control icon. If we want to give any control order information, okay, so we can't write down in anywhere of the value stream map. So we have to draw somewhere the rectangle. Inside the rectangle, we can write down any production control related things. Then this is actually we are using these two, actually we are using to draw the information flow. This is called manual information icon. This is called electronic information icons. I think you can realize what is the difference. The manual is just arrow. When we talk about the electronic, it is like a little bit differ from the manual icon. These two arrows we are using to draw the information flow. This is called production Kanban. This is called withdrawal Kanban. Kanban means material request. I think you can remember in previous videos we have discussed. Okay, Kanban means material request. Now, just I explained to you, okay, if there is a two operation here, the one process, the second process, okay, already we have implemented what is called that supermarket here. Okay, then I told you, okay, we can fill the supermarket by using this kind of arrow. You can remember, I think. So with that arrow, if we put this kind of box, and if we put the P letter in here, like this, P, that means we produce and fill the supermarket. It is called production card. So if we draw the same arrow like this, and if we draw the box in here, and if we denote W letter in here like this, so that is called withdrawal Kanban. So that means we are taking out some goods from the supermarket, withdrawal. So this is called production Kanban. This is called withdrawal Kanban. The production and withdrawal Kanban we can use with the supermarket. We can use with the supermarket. That means it is most of the time we are using in a future value stream mapping activity. Okay, right. Then this is called signal Kanban. As we discussed that production and withdrawal, that is manual Kanban. That means we have to write down something. It may be like a tag or something we have to display there. But signal Kanban means if some material request coming through the automatic system, it may be through the light, it may be through the message, it may be through the screen. So that time, if we want to show that type of thing, we can use this icon. This is called Kanban post icon. So when we draw the Kanban, with the Kanban also, we can put this post. This is like a hold. But most of the time, we are not using this kind of icon. This is called sequence pull icon. That means if we want to show in our process, it's sequentially pulling happen. As example, there are one process here, another process, another process, another process as example. So if it is pull happen, definitely there should be a supermarket here, there should be a supermarket here, there should be a supermarket here. So when we draw this icon, from the starting point to end point in here, that means we know the sequentially pull activity happen from here to here. So if we want to denote sequentially pull activity happen, so we can use this symbol. This is called level loading icon, load leveling icon. So we know when we talk about the manufacturing, sometime the total order quantity, we have to divide into 2 or 3 production lines based on the factory and production line capacities. So at that time, if we want to show, okay, whatever the total load, we level into 2 or 3 lines, then we can use this icon. By using this icon, we can show we have done the load level. The next icon, it's like a cylinder. So when we draw the information flow, sometime information come into here and out from here, that is called MRP and ERP icon. So if you are working with ERP system, MRP system, or any other system, so information going out and in through the system, so we have to show this kind of cylindrical shape. So everyone know, okay, you are working with ERP system or MRP system. Right. Then this is Go-See icon. It's like a goggle. Okay, it's like a spectacles. When we draw the current value stream map, if we draw this kind of spectacle, that means we have to further study. We have to go to the flow and go and see what's happening there. That's mean by these goggles, if not these spectacles. If we put this kind of person icon, it is called verbal information. So if anywhere, if we want to give some verbal information time by time in a frequent manner, then we have to use this thing. This is called Kaizen burst icon. If not, we can tell Kaizen blitz. So after we draw the current value stream map, when we identify the improvement opportunities, we have to draw this kind of Kaizen blitz, and we have to show there is an improvement opportunity there. So this is called operator icon. You can see the operator icon. So we can put this kind of icon with the any process and write down the number. So that means if we write as example, if we write down in here 4, so it means, okay, there are 4 members working in this operation. So this is called other icon. Other icon means if you want to give anything, if you want to write any information, instruction, anything, so we have to draw the rectangle. Inside the rectangle only you can write anything. I think you can remember when I talked the production control related icon also, it is also same. It is also rectangle. So whatever the any other information if you want to share, so you can't write in anywhere. You have to use the rectangle. Inside the rectangle, you can write anything. You can write anything. So this is called timeline. So after draw all the thing, we have to draw the timeline. From the timeline, we can understand what are the value added and what are the non-value added. So these are the symbols of value stream. These are the symbols of value stream. So there are 29 symbols. There are 29 symbols. So please keep in your mind, we can't remember all 29 symbols. We can't keep it in our mind. So the best thing is, at least we have to keep some printout with us when we're going to draw the value stream. Then we can refer and we can take the required symbol. But if you continue the value stream mapping process, the drawing process, after you complete 2-3 value stream maps, then it is automatically coming to your mind. What are the symbols which you have to use? So that means if you want to further study about the value stream map, the one best way is learning by doing. That means you have to conduct the value stream mapping drawings. So then you will realize it is not much more hard thing. Then all the symbols and everything also come into your mind. It is very easy thing. Right. Now we know about what is the value stream map and the symbols we are using to draw the value stream map also. Now I am moving to discuss with you how to draw the value stream map. Okay, right. There are a few steps. Step number 1, demand calculation. So when you are going to draw the value stream map, first thing you have to calculate the demand, per day demand. So this is very easy. Per day demand equal order quantity divided by available days. Example also I put in here. Order quantity is 10,000 pieces. Available days 25 days. So per day demand 10,000 pieces divided by 25 days, then 400 pieces per day. So that is the per day demand. Per day demand. In future, you will understand why we want to calculate the per day demand, because when we draw the timeline, all the inventories we have to convert into the time. So by using per day demand, we can calculate any inventory into the time. I'll explain that is in future. But next important thing is, for the demand calculation, we have to select the product. That is the question. So how we can select the product? You just think we are catering for different buyers. We have different customers. As example, Nike. According to our past data, maybe 6-month analysis, we are catering 40% for Nike. Then we are catering 20% for the Adidas. So we are catering Sanma, another buyer. Okay, 15%, something like that. Then we are catering for Tesco, 10%. Now, what is the percentage total? 40, 60, 75, 85. So we are catering for MNS. MNS, another 10%. So we are catering for other buyers, maybe 5%. Maybe 5%. Now, when we select the buyer, when we select the product to draw the value stream map, because when we are drawing value stream map by considering some special product. So according to the buyer capacity allocations, it is not only the current situation, we are considering the past and also the future. So we have to select the Nike. So our value stream map, we are going to draw for the Nike product. Then we have to consider about the product categories. Okay, from the Nike as example, okay, crew neck t-shirts, crew neck T. So we have 50% we are catering for the crew neck t-shirts. Then Skinners, 25%. Then Nike, some pants, another 15%. Then maybe shorts, another 10%, something like that. So we have to select crew neck T. So we have to consider the buyer. Okay, so by considering the buyer, whatever the maximum loading we are doing, okay, that buyer we have to select. Then from that buyer we have to select the product categories. So whatever the large number of portions we are catering, that product we have to select to draw the value stream. Then only we can get better results. So other than that product selection, okay, we have to think about this also. This is called product routine analysis. As example, as we discussed, okay, we are selecting Nike based on the customer capacity completed. Then based on the product range, we selected crew neck because 50% we are catering for the crew neck. Then we have to think about the product routine analysis. That means, okay, as example, product B is going through, okay, cutting departments, printing, sewing, washing, finishing, packing. When we talk about the product B, it's going through cutting, molding, printing, sewing, washing, finishing, packing. So if we draw the value stream map, we have to select product that has to go through maximum number of process available in the organization. Then almost all process cover mean the results can be good results. So this is called product routine analysis. This is called product routine analysis. So based on the product routine analysis and that customer identification, product type, product category identification, we have to select the product. So by considering that product, we have to calculate, considering that product, we have to calculate the per day demand. That is the step number 1. I think it is very much clear to you now. Now, what is the step number 2? Map the production process. When you map the production process, it is very simple. At least you have to take some big paper. When we do for the learning, you can use the A3 paper. But when you are doing in your organization in a practical manner, at least you have to use some big size wall marker paper or something. Then everyone collaboratively can work on that and make a what is called that beautiful, attractive, result-oriented value stream map. But when we going to learn, okay, you can use the A3 paper. Then you have to divide A3 paper into like these 2 parts, like these 2 parts. Then right hand upper corner, you can denote the customer. Middle, you can show our organization. So left hand top corner, you can denote the supplier. So behind this center line, you can draw the process flow. Your organization process flow. Organization process flow. It's like this. Customer, supplier, then our company, okay, then our process flow. Our process flow. Our process flow. Don't think any complex thing. Each process we have to connect through the arrow. Usually this arrow should be push arrow, because when we draw the first current value stream map, almost all places there are some WIP inventories. I denote that inventories in the triangle, then connect through the push arrow. Then step number 3. Now we have already calculated the per day demand. Already we mapped the process. Then we have to define data to be collected. That data we have to put into the data box under the process tab. So cycle time, changeover time, that is must, because we have to draw the timeline. So cycle time and changeover time must. Other than that, whatever the data, it may be quality rate, it may be absenteeism, it may be number of associate, it may be rejection percentage, whatever the data. If you think those data, if you can use for the further improvement, definitely you have to include it into the data books. So that is the step number 3. Then after step number 3, collect and map data. Now you have to collect the data. So cycle time, define the cycle and measure the time by stopwatch. That means you have to go to the flow. You have to go through the process flow. You have to start from the raw material stores, then cutting department, printing, embroidery, sewing. Likewise, you have to practically, physically, you should be there and you have to collect the data. So it will take some time. It will take some time, because today the stores functioning happening, it may be after 2 days, the cutting function can happen. So after 2 days, you have to go again into the cutting, the particular style running in the cutting, you have to collect the data. So changeover data also, define the changeover. Define the changeover means start and finishing point. Then you have to measure through the stopwatch. QR, absenteeism, number of associate, all that data you can take from the report. So some data physically you have to participate, you have to be in the production operation flow, and you have to collect through the stopwatch, through your study. Then some data you can take from the past report. After complete the step number 4, okay, now you can see, okay, all the data we can put under the each process box. Okay, this is the cutting department process. So under the cutting department, you can see the data box. Cycle time is this much, changeover time is this much, then QR, whatever the other data. Step number 5. Now already we know in between two processes, there are some WIP. So we have to calculate the WIP. So WIP calculation is the step number 5. In here, it's in a 9 roll. That means it is in a roll form. Then we have to convert that roll form into the pieces, because finally we have to convert into the time. We know the per day demand. So based on the per day demand, we can calculate the time also. 9 rolls, one roll contain 84 yards. So 84 into 9 yards. Okay, there is the length of fabric there. Then by using marker paper, marker drawings and everything, so we can convert that yardage into the pieces. That means 1 yardage, how many pieces include? So based on that, we can calculate the pieces. Now you can understand, after we calculate the pieces, okay, in here now, 1,512 pieces. So our per day demand is 400. So when we divide this by 400 pieces, then it may be 3.7 days WIP in here. 3.7 days WIP in here. So that WIP pieces, we convert into the WIP pieces. Initially, it is in a roll form. So we convert roll form into the pieces. Now that pieces also, by dividing the per day demand, we convert into the day. Day means time. Because when we draw the timeline, it is required time. So we convert into the time. That is step number 5. That is step number 5. Then step number 6. What is the step number 6? Map the information. Now you have to think about, okay, how information is going from customer to the factory to the customer, then from the factory to each department. Is there manual information? Is there automatic information? So based on that, now you have to map the information. Okay. After that, you have to calculate the current state. Current state means the timeline. So you have to identify what are the value adding time, what are the non-value adding time, then you can calculate the current state. So usually process time. Value adding time means the process time. Process time. If not, cycle time. Cycle time. So value adding means the each process cycle time. Non-value adding time means, okay, inventories. So inventories, now we know how to convert into the time. We have to divide from the per day demand, then we can convert into the time. Inventory plus changeover time. These are the non-value adding time. But practically, you just think inventory is 3.7 days or something. If our changeover time is 5 minutes, actually, we can neglect the changeover time from the non-value adding also. Because when compare the inventory, it is 3.7 days. So changeover taken the 5 minutes. It is okay. It's not give huge difference if it is add or not that. So sometimes changeover time also you can neglect. But if you want 100% perfect one, changeover time also we have to add into the non-value adding time. Non-value adding time. Okay. Right. Then, okay, this is the current state calculation. How to do that one? Then step number 8. Now you know each process value adding part and the non-value adding part. Value adding means the cycle time. Cycle time. Okay, I just type in here, then it is much more understand. Value adding means cycle time. Non-value adding mean, what is the non-value adding mean? Inventory plus inventory plus changeover time. Inventory plus changeover time. Okay, that's why I explained in here also. Value adding only the processing time, non-value adding waiting and non-value adding processing time mean changeover time. So Value adding to non-value adding ratio, you can calculate value adding time divided by non-value adding time, then multiply by 100, so then the percentage comes. So we have to keep in our mind, in the apparel industry, most of the time, it's around 1%. Value adding to non-value adding ratio is around 1%. So if you draw this value stream mapping for the apparel industry, if your value adding to non-value adding ratio, it came around 1%, that means it may be 1.5 to something like that, okay, or below 1, then your value stream map, we can think it is correct. If it is come 20%, 25%, I can't tell that is wrong, because some organization may be improved up to that level. But you have to think, again, you have to check whatever the parameters which you have collected and which you have analyzed, is it correct or wrong? Okay. So if you want, you can calculate the takt time. Okay, takt time mean customer demand divided by total time total time taken. So it is the flow rate also. Then you can balance all the processes into the flow rate also. Okay, that is not 100% compulsory thing to calculate takt time and balance to the takt time when we draw the value stream map. If we draw the Yamasumi or something, definitely we have to balance to the takt time. But when we draw the value stream map, if you can to balance into the takt time, that is good. If not, it is enough to calculate value adding and non-value adding ratio, because then we can identify what is the value adding percentage in our organization. And also you will realize through the picture, that value stream map drawn one, what are the places the most inventories creating. So inventory is also some time. So that understanding may be enough for the somewhat of level improvement in the organization also. Okay, right. That is the step number 8. Then step number 9, find improvement opportunities and draw the future state value stream. Okay, I would like to show you some sample value stream map. Okay, I'm not taking much more time. I'll show you some sample value stream map also. Okay, some sample value stream map I'm going to share with you now. This is some sample value stream map. Okay, now you can see, okay, here, this is the customer, okay, PQR, something like that. Okay, demand is 560 pieces per day. Then this is our organization, ABC Manufacturing. Then how information come through the customers to the manufacturer, that is electronic signal. Then electronic signals, we communicate through the that means factory to the supplier, main supplier, XYZ fabric mill. Then how material flow happen. And this is the material flow. You can see from customer to supplier to the customer end. It is through Expo Logistic or something. Okay. Then all information data box also included in here. Everywhere WIP, so WIP converted to the pieces everywhere. Then when we draw the timeline, okay, you can see this is non-value adding time, value adding time, non-value adding time, value adding time. It's going like zigzag. If we choose to write down the non-value adding time in the top part, till it finish that timeline, we have to write down on the top part. If we select to write the value adding time on the bottom part, till it finish, we have to write down on the bottom side. So you can see they put some goggle, that means we have to go and see in here that number of people working also highlighted. The yellow color used for this data box to highlight the cycle time. So cycle time is the value adding time. Okay, then they show the what is called that information flow also, how it happens. You can see that red color thing, that is called Kaizen burst, Kaizen blitz. So what are the improvement opportunities they highlighted through the current value stream. Then same day, after we draw the current value stream map, then we can draw the future value stream map. Okay, now you can see the future value stream. So everywhere they put some supermarket and they convert the push system into the pull system, then WIP levels also reduce. Still that future value stream map not achieve, it is a dream. So according to the current value stream map, you can see the production lead time is 24.17 days, but processing time, that value adding time is 35.01 minutes. So after we remove all the barriers which we identified through the improvement opportunities, then their dream is to achieve, okay, their dream is to achieve 8.45 days total process time, then processing time 31.77. So the total lead time reduced from 34 days to 8 days. So that is the dream. It is still not achieved. So now from the current value stream map to future value stream map, how we go through, how we achieve the future value stream map, that is the game plan. So we have to prepare the activity plan, how to achieve those. So Hoshin country also we can use to reach the future value stream map from the current value stream map. If not any other project, we have to allocate some project for the responsible person. Then we have to review, monitor continuously. Likewise, we have to read the future value stream. So I think now you may have proper idea about the value stream mapping. Now I'm going to summarize the thing. Okay, I'm going to summarize. Okay, give me a 1 minute. I am summarizing now here. Okay. Value stream map is macro level analysis. It's like when you see the earth from the 30 feet above. So there is a difference between value stream mapping and process mapping. Process mapping is a micro level analysis. Value stream is a macro level analysis. Then what is meant by value stream map? Simply, value stream is the series of all the activities creating flow of value to the customer. So this is the simple view of value stream mapping. So this is the VSM thinking related thing. Okay. So these are the symbol, customer supply icon, dedicated process flow icon, a shared process icon, data box, work shell. Okay. Then inventory, shipment icon, push arrow icon, supermarket, material pool, first in first out lane icon, safety stock icon, external shipment icon, production control icon, manual information icon, electronic information icon, production Kanban and withdrawal Kanban. This is signal Kanban, automatic thing, Kanban post, sequence pull icon, load leveling icon, MRP ERP system, then GOSI icon, verbal information icon. This is called Kaizen burst, number of offer rate icon, then other icons, and this is the timeline. We have to go through 9 steps. Demand calculation. Please keep in your mind when demand calculate, we have to select the product. So we have to consider the buyer, how many buyers, then what is the portion of, what is the percentage of load in there, then product type, then we have to consider about product routine analysis, then we can select some product. The step number 2, map the production process. Step number 3, define data to be collected. Then step number 4, collect and map the data. Okay, collect and map the data. Step number 5, WIP calculation. Step number 6, map the information flow. Okay, map the information flow. Then step number 7, calculate the current state. Okay, value adding and non-value adding. What is the total current value adding time? What is the total non-value adding time? Then step number 8, calculate the value adding to non-value adding ratio. Finally, we have to find out step number 9, improvement opportunities, because those we can use to draw the future value stream. So again, I'm telling this is very much important tool. Before we go to any improvement, we have to understand about the current situation. So through the value stream map, we can understand the organization, current status, current situation. I think now you may have good knowledge about the value stream map. So I'm expecting to meet you again with another video. Okay, thank you very much.